How do you manage Kerala food here, and what do you get in the Indian grocery stores here?
Yeah, that's something you miss when you come here, the Indian food. In Düsseldorf, we have some good Indian stores, but they're way expensive.
What's the biggest difference in the German and the Indian work culture that you have noticed?
The biggest difference which I saw is the work pressure and the deadline. And I've also heard that German people are direct. In Germany, mostly, people respect the time. They come on time, they do quality work, and then just leave. In India, we took it more chill, I think.
How do you manage the Kerala food here, like rice, fish curry, coconut?
Thinking about that makes me miss India. Yeah, that's something you miss when you come here, the Indian food. But we try to cook at home, and me and my wife, we both like cooking. We learned our cooking when we were in Bangalore. We were staying there, we tried a lot of stuff, and looks like that helps now. But you don't get the exact taste like what you get at home back in India. There are some good restaurants here, at least Indian restaurants in Düsseldorf.
Did you ever face the German directness here?
Yes and no. I think I was lucky most of the places. Everybody was friendly. I think I've also heard that German people are direct. I've seen it in some government offices, but apart from that, I think they are very friendly people. If they know English, they try to help you for sure. If they do not know good English, they still are patient enough to wait for you to translate and talk with them. So at least for me, it was all good experiences talking to German people.
What's the biggest difference in the German and the Indian work culture that you have noticed?
The biggest difference which I saw is the work pressure and the deadline. In India, every task had to be completed quickly. And there was pressure, and you had to attend a lot of calls with people abroad, which may have extended my working hours to late evenings. And that was also affecting personal life there.
Yeah. I have seen you working late hours here as well. Is German work-life balance a myth?
I don't know when you saw me, but no, I don't think I've worked. May have, but that could be because I started my day late or had to go out in between for some appointments, or could be any on-call incidents which were happening, right?
On-call.
In our role, we have the standby. Maybe could be that, but usually try to leave around 4 or 5. I think at least after 5, our campus is almost empty. You don't see anybody. In Germany, mostly, people respect the time. They come on time. They do their work. They do quality work and then just leave. So whenever they work, they do it properly. In India, I think we took it more chill. I think we just have some discussions in between, and then our work time gets extended. But here, mostly I've seen people come, they do their work and leave. So very rarely we had to sit late. Another thing here is, if you want to attend any appointments, doctor appointment or anything, the work is still flexible here. So you can still go out for your appointments, come back, and then just compensate later.
How is your typical weekend here and versus how is it back in India?
In India, during a weekend, you can sleep, chill, movies, go to pubs, spend time with your family. But here, weekends are the time where you need to do your chores. As we discussed earlier, you don't have much of household help in Germany, so everything needs to be done by yourself. Mostly on Saturdays, we spend it for laundry, grocery shopping, assembling stuff. If not, travel. There are so many beautiful places here nearby as well as outside Germany where you can travel. So we try to plan our weekends for travel as well. And Sundays here is a rest day, as the Germans call. So you cannot do your vacuuming, cleaning. All supermarkets are closed in Sundays. So everything needs to be done on a Saturday. So you need to plan well ahead.
When do you miss your home the most?
Mostly when I think about my family. So you grew your entire life there. You're kind of settled there. You have your social circles, your family, everything there. And suddenly moving to a new place. At least during the first few months, I had the homesickness, but slowly got used to living here.
You get 30 vacation days here. So how do you manage them between traveling here in Europe and going to visit your parents in India? How do you manage the balance?
Last year, I think I spent almost most of my vacation days traveling to India because it's far and just going and coming for a week or two doesn't make sense. I used all of my vacation days traveling to India. This time, I'm planning to split it. Still not sure whether I'll travel to India, but definitely traveling within Europe. But again, the vacation here needs to be planned well ahead. You can't plan last minute because it's very expensive, and getting accommodations, it's not that easy if you're planning last minute.
What I try to do is I'll use my vacation days to visit India, to visit parents, and I'll use the work from abroad.
Yeah, in Germany, that's another advantage because you come under European Union. You have the flex. At least most of the companies have flexibility of work from abroad within some specified countries, and you can take a staycation outside Germany. You can work abroad. So what I think people usually do is start early morning, finish the work early, and then spend the rest of the day
on the beach.
On the beach, yeah. And in summers you have daylight till 11, I think 10 or 11.
Yes.
So people usually do this.
How has AI changed your work as compared to last 1 year?
What I would say is things are moving fast in the AI world. And there are a lot of things which changed, good and bad. So now you have an assistant to help you with. But for some reason, I think work has also increased after this whole AI thingy. Yes, at least in my role, I've seen more work coming to me. Because some people are using AI a lot. People are vibe coding stuff. And which means for SREs, a lot more to work on, a lot more to support. Yeah, we still have this pressure of utilizing AI the most because AI is changing every day now. Earlier it was just asking questions, GPT. Now you have agents. Tomorrow you have some other agent or orchestrator. Things keep changing. Learning this and getting used to was a bit difficult, but what I saw is it really helps in my day-to-day life.
Now we are in some this versus that section. Direct applications versus recruitment agency.
I would prefer direct applications first, but trying through agencies, if it's genuine, you can still go for it, but be aware of whatever contract you sign with them.
Okay. Berlin startup versus stable big tech.
Depends on what kind of company you want to land into. But opportunity wise, in startups you will have more opportunities where they hire foreign talents. The other one, companies, they need to go through more process, so less likely that they'll hire people from outside. For me, I do not have a preference like that. Anything would work.
Okay, for you, high paying stressful job versus a stable job with work-life balance.
Stable job with work-life balance.
Cooking at home versus ordering outside because you're tired.
I don't order much. Instead, I prefer to dine outside and try out different other cuisines.
Working from Berlin or Munich, the tech hubs, or working remotely from a cheaper city.
I like living in a remote city because it's very beautiful compared to all the hustles in the city.
Now, rapid fire.
Oh, okay.
Most missed Kerala snack.
Banana fritters.
How many months did you take to find your apartment?
I think I got lucky. Usually people take 1 or 2 years. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
I think I found it in 1 or 2 months because I got it from an ad which was posted by an ex-Trivago colleague.
Okay. 3 German words one should know on day 1.
Entschuldigung, which means excuse me or sorry. And then Dankeschön, which means thank you. And Tschüss. Germans use a lot to say bye.
Tabs or spaces?
Spaces.
Puttu or dosa?
Both.
German beer or Indian chai?
German beer.
Italian coffee or hatti kapi?
Hatti cup.
One certification that is worth it.
If it was few months back, I would have told platform, cloud and stuff, but now it looks like you need some kind of AI certification. As a DevOps engineer, it will be good to have CKA certification for Kubernetes, depending on which cloud you want. Any cloud certification, maybe architect, it will really boost your chances of looking for jobs. And AI is definitely a good add-on.
Most overrated SRE tool in 2026?
Helm.
First thing you do on a P1 alert?
Silence it.
I'll make sure your manager sees this. Alright, then thank you for doing this, Nalin.
No problem.